Yeah, yeah, yo. What is up? What is up? It is your boy Wild Carmar in the building. That is the big homie Detroit Mail. And yes, we are the I.O.W Sports Crew, and we are here live with another episode,
What up, though?
episode 19. How you doing, big bro? What's up, man?
Good, bro. Good. Trying to get this shit
All right,
cracking.
man. Yeah, let's
But
get this
tired.
shit cracking. As always, y'all know the deal. As y'all already know the deal, please, at the bottom of the screen, you see it. You see all the social media handles that you can follow us, the I.O.W Sports Crew, each and every day. Make sure you go over. Make sure you go over to I.O.W Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and most
Hmm.
importantly, YouTube. You can catch all of our content. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, smash that bell notification, smash that subscribe buttons so
Right,
y'all
right.
can get direct access to all of our content. And man, most importantly, IOW Sports One on Twitter. Uh, but hey, please, if you're feeling in the charitable mood, hit that $ IOW Sports Network on the Cash App. You can
That
send 30
cash
bucks
app.
and get the yeah, you can hit 30 bucks and get the exclusive IOW Sports Snapback. Or if you're just feeling real charitable, help us, get better
Help me
equipment,
help
better
you.
cameras, better mic, better software so that we can
All right.
continue to produce better shows for you guys. Hey, and it's always, hey, donations are tax write-offs, just in case you didn't know. But man, anyway, I hope everybody's doing well on this very, very eventful Thursday day.
All right. What up, Scott? What up,
Um,
Matt?
yeah, Scott, Matt, what's going on? But we're gonna start with something. Well, I don't know if it's best way to describe it, man, because we already do this before. Literally, yesterday, uh, for those that didn't see it, um, you know, your boy Tom Brady, early in the morning. I'm talking about
Early.
early in the morning. This man was early and literally sat down, got on his social media, and said, "Hey, I'm retired." And for those of you that didn't catch it, this is what your man said. He said, "I am retired," and yeah, this is it. So let's take a look at what Tom said.
Retiring for good. Process was a pretty big report. I'll let you guys know first. So, long only one day and a year. So, I really thank you guys so much to every single one of you for supporting me, my family, my friends, my teammates, my competitors. I can thank you guys for allowing me to live my absolute dream. I wouldn't change a thing. Love you all.
Well,
Come on, Matt.
so
Come on, Matt. I'm waiting on Matt.
oh, you waiting on Matt?
Waiting on Matt. I know I'm waiting for it to come up. It'll pop up in a minute. While we're waiting on Matt. Hey man, look here, man. He ain't got no he ain't got no excuses now. He ain't got no family to go home to, so he might as well retire. He ain't running from them no more. So he might as well go ahead and retire.
But y'all ain't shit, dog. I Scott, my man Scott said happy Friday's Eve. Happy Friday's Eve to you, Scott. My man Matt is in the building. He says days you down. IOW's here to lift you up. Let's good. Let's go, fellas. What's up, Melly Mel? What's up, Mar? What's up with you, Matt? And my man had something to say. He said Brady retired. No, it was just in every channel, including Pornhub, from what man.
Hey man, why ain't I gotta blame me for the internet? You know, I ain't the one that posted the video, bro. What's up?
What's up, Ed?
I had to start early. See, because Nick ain't here, so now you gotta get it. Fuck you, Ant.
But somebody got get this anger.
You got your record towards Nick. Now you taking his place. Thanks. I was waiting on the Matt. Thank you. There you go, right there.
Oh, that's what you was waiting on?
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. But I mean, let's talk about it, man. Obviously, we went through the whole ordeal last year with Tom Brady. So let me ask you, big homie, are you taking this one? Legitimately? Like, yo, this dude's retired? Like, this might be it for real? Or you think let the man get the chance to think on it, a team approach him, and he'll probably be back in the saddle. So which way you leaning towards, man?
Nick dealing with something right now. And said what family? I think he's legit this time, man. I mean, month we can talk about, fuck Tom Brady and all that stuff. You got to give a nod. He accomplished a lot of stuff in his career.
Accomplished a lot.
And you look at the progression from the last Super Bowl he won. The following year he got to the playoffs. A year after that, he just fell off the face of the earth, so to speak. So he probably just realized I ain't got it no more. And he put this year he put everything he had into it and lost a lot and got them back for it. And he probably just made that assessment. Say, you know what? I'm through. I lost my family. I lost everything. I ain't getting nothing accomplished for it. I ain't getting the Super Bowl. I ain't get to the NFC Championship. Nothing. Let's go ahead and retire.
You got to the playoffs.
But yeah,
you got to the playoffs.
I don't count. He lost to Dallas.
Oh, you losing to Dallas? Oh, yeah.
You in Dallas? Yeah. Show you had a bad season. For real.
No.
Dallas lose to Dallas.
Oh, shit, damn. Damn, the Cowboys lose to the Cowboys. So therefore, if you lose to the Cowboys, you might as well resign. All of the done deal.
Kill yourself.
Like, bro, you lose to the Cowboys?
Let's just be real, though, man. Right. Let's be real. Brady had a decent career, man. He had a good career. Nothing to sniff at. We can talk about the Flake Gate. We can talk about Spygate. We can talk about the Tuck Rule. You can go down a lot of stuff you can criticize on. But all in all, he still got those rings. So you gotta give him his props.
As long as he got rings, he could talk all the shit he want. And I
like Spygate,
Matt was gonna bring it up for sure. But no, I'm with you. Accomplished a lot. Yeah, the Tom Brady jokes is gonna come in on a plentiful for real. They gonna come. But no, look, I'm like you. The guy has accomplished something. I don't know. I'm not ready to say that he's 100% retired. Now, going based off of that video on what he posted on himself by himself, probably no media team around him, cleanup person or personal relations, public relations trying to tell him what to do. I think he went ahead and just said, yo, this is my time. I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna take it. And as you hear him talk, he made the jokes as in referring to, retiring last year. He made the jokes. He said, I used the emotional part up last year. I used this up. I've already done this before. And so he had a little humor about it. So he knew that, hey, I've done this before. If I go back on this one, I'm pretty sure I'm leaving myself up for a lot of criticism and to get made fun of by a lot of people. So I think he realizes that. And then you look towards the back of the little minute clip that he put up. You can see the emotions in him, referring to his family, his teammates, and all the great competitors he played against. So you can see the emotional in his eyes and in his voice. You heard it a little bit as well.
Yeah, that's that Botox leaking. You're
leaking, boy. You're leaking. But no, you look at you look at just the way he delivered the video and both emotions that he showed in it. That's what gives me that 50% of me is saying, all right, he's retired for sure.
Yeah, only
50% of me,
50%. You ain't
because
still.
because I'm gonna drop the hammer. I'm gonna drop the hammer. Oh
All right,
no,
go ahead.
we play devil's advocate and we keep it greasy over here. So that's 50% of me is saying, yo, just looking
Okay.
at that video,
All right.
I think he's retired for sure. The other 50% of me says, well, I don't know if San Francisco had a chance to throw their pitch yet. I don't know if there's another team that had the chance to throw their pitch yet before he decided to put this thing out. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I agree with that, Ant.
I don't until I see that he signed, like Ant said, signed the one contract, retires New England Patriot, or until he signs retirement papers. Well, damn this. Until opening day next September and football kicks off and Tom Brady is not a starting quarterback in the NFL, then I'll believe it. Then that other 50% of me will join the other 50% and say he's completely retired. I need to see this guy literally not be a quarterback on an opening day roster come September around for me to 100% believe that he's retired. I'm obviously we don't have the sources or the right people to talk to in his circle, in his camp, but something
Right.
tells me that I don't think San Francisco, possibly the Jets, possibly another team that literally is just a quarterback away. I don't think they had the opportunity to go to him and make their pitch and be like, hey man, I know you're mulling retirement, but if you were so happen to put on a San Francisco 49ers uniform, I mean, if you saw, we lost our best option at quarterback in Brock Purdy. He's going to be out for 6 months. We're not going to keep Jimmy G back. We like the Trey Lance guy, but hey man, he can learn a lot from you in 1 year.
So make
And
my
all
point,
you
let's
got,
go.
and yeah, and all you got to do is just step in and be Tom Brady. Be TB12. You know, and so that's the other part of me that is like, I don't know if he's 100% done. I need to see
I don't know,
opening day rosters 100%, and he's not on one for me to
man.
believe
This is what I
that
say.
he's done.
We play sports,
Mhm.
and remember the time you got to that age, whatever it was, and you feel like I can't do this shit no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever, because some of us, so we get 35, some of us we get to 40, whatever that is for you as an individual. It's like I can't do this no more. No, I'm just talking about pickup
Yeah.
ball. You know,
Done. My body can't do it.
you just know your body can't. I can't run up and down the court or down the field or whatever. I can't take no hits no more. Whatever the sport you were playing. And I think
And I don't think
last
that's the
year,
case in this
hold on,
situation.
let me finish. I think last
I
year
got you.
he was mauling that over in his head. Like,
Hmm.
I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna try it. Went out and then he saw his performance and like,
Mm,
nah, I know I can't do it. And I think
mm,
that's what really happened. He said, I know I can't do this. And
yeah.
I think that's why I think he's done. I think he's done, man.
That's
And then
actually a
for
good
him to
point.
come out the way he came out and said it, like last time, remember it was leaked out.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really he wasn't really saying it was kind of leaked out. And then later on down the line, he kind of said, he showed up and he started talking, I'm gonna play. But it was kind of
Hmm.
leaked out. This time, he made his own well
He
IG,
made his
right?
own video.
Yeah,
He ain't wait for no
right.
publicist, no nothing, no camera crew,
Right.
no full forge, uh no full fledged media outlet to report on it. This
Right.
literally this dude literally just came out on a Wednesday morning early because I was up
Mm-hmm.
early. I was up
Yeah.
at work at 8 o'clock when this shit hit, when the
Mm-hmm.
shit dropped. And
Right.
so for him to and that's what really is
I think
tearing
I
me.
saw Matt. He sent it to me.
Yeah, and that's what's really conflicted me on whether he's 100% retired or not, because when you just go out there and just drop the announcement without like pretty much not giving a heads up or warning to anybody, you made this decision. You pretty much are into a point where let me go ahead and drop it before anybody tries to talk me out of it. type of situation. And look, I'm
And
with you.
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And he got that broadcast contract.
Yes.
You know
So
what I'm saying? So he
so
kind
it's
of
not
like,
like he gonna be hurting for money.
so he probably like, you know what? I can go sit in the studio, run my mouth for a minute, get
Still
this
be
money.
around the game.
And I ain't got still be around the game, get this money, and I ain't got to worry about no defensive lineman up in my face. Cause
Yeah.
I know I ain't running nowhere.
That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. I mean, look, I'm with you. The reason why he should retire is because we saw it. It was evident when the pass rush got to him. He wasn't taking no hits.
Mm.
He was throwing it right to the ground. He was dirting him. He was dirting him. And but still, I'm still thinking. I don't think San Francisco had a chance to try to convince him to stay and join them from a year or another team. Because for me, I'm still of the mindset that Tom Brady literally put everything on the line last year to play. Put his family on the line, put his marriage on the line. He already lost it, already lost his marriage. His relationship with his kids probably won't never be estranged because he's a good father from what is presented to us. So
Yeah, she already booed up already.
but what I'm saying is that for a guy that literally risked it all to play football, why walk away now when you have the ability to be part of a winning situation that really fits him like a glove? I mean, I said it a
You don't
thousand
think
times. San
31
Francisco
teams?
looks like 2020 Tampa Bay. They're set up just for him to just walk in and
And
win. They
Tom
really
Brady
are.
look like 2050 Tom Brady.
Yeah, but sometimes all you need is 2020 Tom Brady when you got a team set up like a 2020 Tampa Bay
And
Buccaneers.
31 teams watch this man play, and 31 teams should leave that man alone. For real.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, what? Okay, let me ask you this. Now, on the real, what did you see out of Tom Brady that made you think he has enough to lead your team last year, based on last year?
He still had the competitiveness, even though things weren't
Well, you
going.
had that up until you 7 years old.
Oh
That mean you get out and play.
well, every now and then you saw flashes of TB12. You did.
Yeah, but you all right?
You didn't see enough. I'm with you. You didn't see enough. But let's be honest.
I get that from Jimmy G.
I hear you. But we got to look at his situation. His situation in Tampa Bay, they had shit ton of injuries. Really didn't have a lot of time to gel with his wide receiving core. That had some injuries through the wide receiver thing. Like I'm with you. He's older. We know why. But
Come on,
my
Matt.
thing
Come
is,
on, Matt.
nigga is old. He is old. I mean, but for this guy to literally have put in everything on the line to play football last year and you lost it and you didn't perform well, my thing is like at this point you have nothing holding you back, so you can play football as long as you so feel necessary. And I get
I'm just
it.
holding no motherfucker back. I'm holding him back.
I don't know, man. Look, the post was cute. It showed his emotions. He did it without pretty much nobody trying to talk him out of it. That's the way it looks for sure. He just like you said, he just decided to cut the camera on and drop the news. So to me, that shows that he's in that frame that he's ready to be done. But something tells me, man, until September rolls around and there is not one team that has him signed, I'm not ready to 100% believe that he's done, man.
I can't. Okay, look, I like this. I can't toss you a bunch of money. I can't toss you.
Well, it's never been about the money for Tom.
Okay, so not about the money. So so the money's not motivation. Okay, let's take that off the table. Yeah. So next thing is, I know, Matt. Next thing is, what you got to prove? You have nothing to prove. You have nothing to prove. So Only
Hey,
thing,
you
only thing
you
you got.
you say he has nothing left to prove. But what if he says, "Hey, I just want to make sure he's completely deflated."
Oh, wow.
What's up, Mountain Man Mage? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But but what I'm saying is he always finds different types of ways to motivate
Yeah,
himself to get ready for a season.
most great players do that. Jordan did it. You know what I'm saying? Bird did it. You can go down the line. Most great players,
Yeah,
not good players, but great players,
great players. Yeah, we're talking about great because he is a
right?
great player.
Find
Not
different
maybe
things to motivate them.
motivate them. Yeah,
Year after year. So that's cool. But at the same time, as you look at, and I'm only looking at it from my perspective now. If I'm
yeah,
looking
of
at
course.
my list of accomplishments,
Hmm.
I'm looking at what I lost, and I'm looking at what my body feels like. Is it really worth going another year? Now, if I never won a Super Bowl, then maybe I can say, okay, the right situation. I feel like I still got it.
He's
I
won
might
seven.
go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I ain't won 7.
Yeah,
You know what I need to prove? I won a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. What I need to
yeah.
prove?
Hey,
That's just me.
I hear you. I hear you. All I'm saying is you never be surprised with what motivates these guys
Right.
to keep coming
That's
back.
another point right there too.
Well, I don't
If
know if
you look
that
at,
kills his legacy. I don't
but
know because
think
uh,
about this. No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
And
Mhm.
if it's saying it's killing his legacy, then you could have said that for last year. If you're saying it's killing his legacy,
Say that one. I didn't hear you.
if
Say it
people
again.
aren't, what I'm saying is if
Mhm.
Andy's saying if he comes back, that will kill his legacy. People should have been
Uh-huh.
saying that about this past season. If they're not saying that about this past season, then there's no way you can say about it next year
But
because
here's the
more
thing,
than
though. To
likely,
that, though,
if he plays next year, he'll be in a better situation in Tampa.
here's the pushback on that. Year before that, he did pretty decent. Maybe not Brady standards, but you could say as a quarterback, he did decent year before that. Next,
Yeah, they made it to the divisional
right,
playoffs, divisional round. Yeah,
this year he can always say, "Well, had a lot of injuries. My last year had a lot of injuries. Had a lot of people missing. Gronk was gone. Blah blah blah."
yeah,
He has an excuse.
has
The
an
same
out.
thing happens. He has an out. The same thing happens again the next year. It's no longer an excuse now. Now people looking at, man,
You
you
just
know,
old and raggedy.
so right. Basically, you should have quit 3 years ago.
Yeah, you just old and raggedy.
Right.
So I mean, because I hear you. Because look at his 3 years in Tampa. First
Yeah,
year winning
second
Super
worst in
Bowl.
Tampa. Mm-hmm.
First year they win the Super Bowl. Second year
Right.
they get bounced out the divisional round. Last year they were absolutely terrible in the regular season, and they get bushed out in the wild card round. So
Right.
you
And the
do
only
see
reason they
you
made it because they was in the South was
sorry
sorry.
division. Yeah, they was in
Technically,
the sorry division.
that was a losing season.
Oh, it was a losing season in my mind for sure. It's a
Mm-hmm.
losing season.
Right.
Like, there's no way you can fix my eyes to saw what I saw and say that was a winning season. There's no way you can ever convince me that was a winning season just because they made the playoffs at 8-9. There's no way.
No way.
That team was sorry. It was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
injuries, and Tom played. He did. Tom Brady played like trash. He played like
Mm-hmm.
Dookie. He did
Right.
not look Tom Brady-esque. So to your credit, yes, I see the way that he played and everything that shut down this past year. He should retire.
You
Matter of
got
fact,
fired. Right. You're right.
look,
Ant.
look. Matter of fact, shouldn't have played at all. Let's be
Right.
honest. All right. So if we really gonna have the Tom Brady conversation, he shouldn't have stepped on that field at all last year. He should have
Okay.
stuck with his original retirement and been done with it, and not even put himself through that. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that it tore his legacy because of that one season. I can't take away 7 Super Bowl titles. I can't take away all the great things and the great moments he's been a part of. Now,
Mm-hmm.
does it leave a sour taste in his mouth? Oh, it definitely leaves a sour taste in his mouth, and that's another part of the 50% of me that says I don't know if he's 100% done yet, because he'll find a way to use that as motivation. Like, oh, these motherfuckers think I'm really dookie. Oh, these motherfuckers think I'm really trash. They must not know I got 7 Super Bowl titles. I'm Tom fucking Brady. He can possibly use that type of motivation, and next he ends up in a great situation.
Right. And then reality hits you, and you
Yeah,
realize,
I'm
I'm
with
over
you. Look, I know we just talking shit right now, and I'm talking
it.
a lot of hypotheticals. I am.
Mhm.
I'm talking a lot of hypotheticals. But at the end of the day, I need to make sure that come September come around, if I'm 100% sure that he's retired, he don't need to be on a damn roster. That's the
All
only
right.
way I will believe
Okay.
it when September comes around, because we've been in this situation with him before. Same thing last year. Tom Brady's retired. Who's going to be the next quarterback to be the GOAT, take over that podium?
Mhm.
And then next, 40 days later, he's willing to risk a divorce and lose his family over playing football again. So now that he damn sure ain't got nothing to lose now, besides his health,
Right.
I'm not ready to 100% close the door on him not playing. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna say
yes,
this
to schmacked. Yeah.
to Matt's comment. If he does go on the 49ers and don't make it to the Super Bowl, I said to me that's a loser. That's a losing season because now you can't use the excuse. Oh, I have pieces. You got a team.
Oh, yeah.
You got a team. There was first and second in almost every category like this year. 49ers was. Now you add a quote unquote great quarterback and you don't make it to the Super Bowl. That's a losing season.
Oh, well, I'm with you. That would be a loser season because that would be the whole point of him pushing off retirement for a second time. That would be the point of him coming back, knowing exactly what you got when things aren't perfect around him. We know what
Hmm.
we got with Tom Brady when things aren't perfect. When the offensive
Right.
line ain't perfect, when the offensive weapons ain't healthy and performing,
Hmm.
when the defense, who's top tier and
Right.
Super Bowl caliber, ain't playing Super Bowl caliber defense. We seen when it ain't perfect around him. We got exactly what you got last year. That's exactly what
Right.
you got last year. So we
Hmm.
know. We know exactly what you get when Tom Brady's situation ain't perfect around him. So he has to win if he does come back and go to a San Francisco. To me,
Hmm.
there's no if buts or maybe get to the divisional round, maybe we make a championship game appearance. No. If you come out of retirement and leave the media on the hook for a second year in a row playing with retirement, you better go win a chip.
Right.
And so that's a lot of pressure to put on one guy. That's a lot of pressure to put on a 46, 47-year-old guy to be 47 around that time. Next
Hmm.
year comes around. And that's a lot to put on a franchise like San Francisco, whose window is open for a Super Bowl right now. And you don't want to close it by wasting another year on a broken down 47-year-old quarterback who can't stay retired.
Right.
So I see both sides of it. I really do. But until first or second week of September, when the regular season kick off, I need to see him in the booth with Fox collecting that 13-year, $375 million contract. If I don't see that, then we know what it is. He's playing.
All right.
It's
Guess
either in the
time
booth,
will tell the story.
he's either on the booth or he's
Hmm.
on the field. By the time September rolls around, that's going to be our answer to me.
All
But
right.
speaking of situations, there was a good that was posted on the Man Down page as well as the I.O.W. Sports by our man Melvin Wall. And Mel's going to bring up the clip, but Steve Smith should be a Hall of Fame wide receiver when his time is up to be
Mhm.
inducted into Canton. Has some interesting things to say about San Francisco's current quarterback, Brock Purdy. Go ahead, play it.
All right.
Brock Purdy, you got other first draft. They can opportunity after opportunity. Has Zach Wilson shown us in 2 years what Brock Purdy has shown us in 7 games?
No.
The last pick, how did that happen? You know how it scouts are scared. He's not the right height. He's not the right size. He's not at the right school. He's a 3rd-round pick, but you got a tall kid who can't hit the wall of a barn. 1st-round draft picks over and over and over again that cannot play football in the National Football League, who get opportunity after opportunity. We keep saying we're waiting for Brock Purdy draft status to show up. His draft status is he was the last one. You know why? Because these scouts are easy and they look at schools and they say this and they say that. they discount people based on some ancillary dumb. I don't know how they evaluate, but they do. And it's awful.
Well, so that brings me up to this question.
Well, tell how you feel.
Yeah, so that brings us to this question: do situations matter? Do situations matter? Because the whole point of that clip, Steve Smith is pretty much saying that, hey, you got a 7th round Mr. Irrelevant in Brock Purdy that has took his team to the NFC Championship game, but you got cats like Baker Mayfield, who was a 1st overall pick, can't throw the hit the side of a barn, and he's getting opportunity after opportunity. There's going to be another quarterback. Zach Wilson is headed down that path. Number 2 overall pick. He's one of the names that he brought up. He's going to get opportunity after opportunity to be the starter with the New York Jets. And until they get tired of him and finally figure out that he ain't it, and they're going to move on eventually. So, it begs that question: do situations matter? And like Steve Smith said, you got scouts who are looking at schools. Hey, this guy went to Alabama, went to Ohio State, went to USC. We got to draft him high. But why? Can he play the position? Can he fill the position? Can he actually play quarterback? And from what I took from that clip, Steve Smith is he has points. He has great points. But one of my drawbacks to what he said is, I don't think he factored in here the situation.
Okay.
The situations matter. Brock Purdy, look, give Brock Purdy his credit. He came in and the team did not drop off. All right. San Francisco 49ers did not drop off at all. Matter of fact, they continued to win, and they didn't lose for almost 2.5 months.
Okay.
All right. And then they made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. And because of his injury, and then the injury to his backup, they did not have a chance in the NFC Championship game. So pretty much what I'm saying is Brock Purdy did his job, but we also got to look at the situation that he was thrust into. So, Brock Purdy goes to a damn good team in San Francisco that has a good coach in Kyle Shanahan, offensive coach, mind you. Great pieces on offense, great defense.
Right, man.
An offensive line that's going to keep them upright.
Right.
For the most part, until they ran into Philly and decided not to block Hassan Reddick with a tackle instead of a tight end. But regardless,
right,
the team
I
that
agree with that
drafted
too,
him, the team that drafted him did such a great job to put him in situations of success.
Okay.
I mean, look at other examples. Does Tom Brady become Tom Brady if he doesn't go to the Patriots? We have to take that to account. He gets to a good coach in Belichick that has a good defense, a good offensive line, mediocre offensive weapons, but still you can overcome that when you have a good offensive line and good defense. Does Patrick Mahomes be Patrick Mahomes if he doesn't go to Kansas City? Gets Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce for 4 years of his 5 years as a starter? Gets Andy Reid as a coach? A good offensive-minded coach? Y'all know I'm a KC boy. I love Pat Mahomes.
Really?
But I don't know if Pat Mahomes turns into Patrick Mahomes than what we see if he doesn't go to Kansas City. So to me, situations matter on when you get drafted and when you play at and the timing of it. But what you say, big homie?
Here's what I say. I think, first of all, when you look at what Steve Smith said, there's so many segments that need to be broken up and separated and talked about separately.
Yeah, it's a lot of nuances that you got to break it down into.
So I'm going to speak to what you said first. Situation does matter, but situations is not a total thing that matters. Well, what I mean, let's go with your comment about Tom Brady. Tom Brady goes to another team. There's an argument to say he wouldn't win 7. But I will argue that he will at least win 1, maybe 2, because no matter what system you win, you still have to have a particular skill set to succeed in that system.
It's the player.
Ryan Mallett was in that system. He didn't
Yeah.
succeed.
True.
You know, so
That's
you
Ryan.
can't.
That's Ryan Mallett, dog.
I'm just saying. So you got to still have
know.
a certain. You got to have a certain skill set. You know
I
what I'm
hear you.
saying? So you can't be a bum, get into a system and say, hey, this system works. You know, pulling nigga out the crowd, put them in a uniform, and then throw some touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a certain skill set. So yeah, situation matter, but at the same time, you still have a certain skill set. And then it goes still tells you in the mindset how the NFL and sports in general are slow to move to the trends.
Mm.
You know, you look at, let's start back when the black quarterback wasn't a thing. You couldn't be, if you're black, don't even look at you as a quarterback. So as you get to the NFL, we're gonna convert you to receiver, we're gonna convert you to a corner. You know,
better get ready to change positions.
Right, you're gonna change position. You know, and then slowly you start seeing that starting to develop. So it's not no longer about your colors, about your skill set.
If you can play,
If you can play. All right. So, but it shifted. Now you look at Young out of Alabama. What's the rhetoric? What's the story? What's the narrative? He's short. He don't have that typical quarterback body frame and all that stuff. So it's still showing you they still slow to move.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because does he have a skill set? If you are a scout and you go watch him play, you know,
you watching him for a reason.
What do you see that he has that you can insert him into your offense and make it work at your particular team?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what your job is as a scout. And I will say what he said about them being lazy is a fact.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
You are drafting on, it's like a pattern. You know, okay, here's the pattern that we use. Here's the template that we use to draft. And if you don't fit that template, you're not going to be in that position. You ain't even drafting. You're still looking at what you see, evaluate what you see, and see if it works in the skills in your particular organization. So I think like so much stuff that he said, it has to be broken down.
Yeah,
I agree with what he said to a degree. You know what I'm saying? I think he did need to add situation because if Brock Purdy is on the Texans, would you hear about him?
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
You hear about another Houston Texans quarterback fell.
Right. Because he doesn't have the pieces or the coaching.
The coaching, yep.
Like Mahomes has a skill set. So I think if you put him somewhere else, he still will be successful. How successful, we might never know.
True.
Because he had pieces, skill set, and coaching. He had all the right things there. So I think it's like you have to put all those nuances in when you start talking about that. I think the bigger point to take from what Steve was saying is that, you know, we have to stop being lazy as fans too, as scouts,
talent evaluators.
You
scouts.
have to evaluate what you see.
Yeah,
and Brock Purdy is showing that
he can win.
You know, he can do it instead of having Zach Wilson. Look at Zach Wilson's situation.
Zach Wilson's situation is good. It's pretty good.
He has coaching.
Good. He has coaching.
He has team around him. He has defense. He has offensive weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is him.
Why ain't you succeeding?
Yeah, the problem is him. It had nothing to do with his. You know, his situation is right.
His situation is right, and you bring up a good point.
I think Purdy will succeed.
You bring up a good point. Look, and this is why I can't go against what you're saying, because Zach Wilson is pretty much the prime example, of course, since Steve brought him up. You look at a guy that, like you just said, is in a good situation. Why aren't you winning?
Right.
Because look, even for our Jets fans out here, yes, Zach Wilson wasn't the in his time this year as quarterback. Yes, the team found ways to win, but they won despite of him. They won with the help of him. So let's be honest about it. Look, there were situations where the Jets were getting like last minute defensive plays, sacks, or whatever, or anything like that. And you can't sit here and act like just because he was scouted as the second best talent, you take him at second.
Right.
Does he fit your scheme? There's There's got to be other intangibles about him that makes him worthy of a second overall pick.
That's a
There
good point,
has
man.
to be.
Right.
You can't sit here and force something that's not going to work just because you got him second overall.
Right.
Look, it's okay. And this is I think another part of Steve Smith's clip that I wish he probably would have said. He might have said it in the clip. Obviously, it's rendered down to a certain point.
Right.
But if he straight up says that, hey, it's okay to feel one way about a situation, let it play out and realize that it doesn't work, and it's okay to admit that you were wrong. It's okay.
Happens.
It happens. Not everybody's right about everything. Not everybody's perfect. Not everybody's going to get everything right on the first shot. It's okay to sit here and say, hey, we're wrong about Zach Wilson. We are absolutely wrong about him. So what we're going to do is we're not going to waste our window. We're not going to waste our. Matter of fact, Arizona, even though, so speak of Arizona. Remember Arizona fired Steve Wilkes and got rid of Josh Rosen after 1 year? What did they do the next year? Let's go get Cliff Kingsbury. Let's go use our number 1 overall pick and go get Kyler Murray. Now, hindsight 2020, Cliff ain't there no more. But guess what? You still got a talent in Kyler Murray that can possibly still be the right answer at quarterback, depending on coaching and situation.
Oh, that's why we'll come back to that.
But we'll come back to that. Yeah. But it speaks to the fact of the matter is you have to take account that it's okay, we were wrong, but what we're not going to do is keep riding with him just because he was second overall pick.
Right.
We're not going to waste our window because the Jets got a window right now. They just missed the playoffs. In Salah's second year? So you just missed the playoffs.
I was going to break him up too, man.
But I'm saying you can see the team getting better. So let's not waste our team's opportunity by trying to stick with a second overall pick, just because he was second overall pick. If he don't work, he just doesn't work. All right? Because at this point, what haven't you not done for Zach Wilson to improve? What haven't you not done? What haven't you not done to have Zach Wilson be one of the best quarterbacks? The fact of the matter is that Trevor Lawrence literally pretty much stayed with the same team, just changed the coaching, and I can see right now that, damn it, Trevor Lawrence, he's gonna be part of that next group of young quarterbacks that's gonna be part of it. I can't say that about Zach Wilson.
I can't either, bro. I can't either. I don't see it, but I think that Matt and Ant made good points.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Bring him up. I didn't see.
You don't draft. According to the best player, but draft to the player that fits your scheme. And I think that's a great point what Ant said. If he don't fit your scheme, don't draft him. We look at this weird draft now. Look all now we're in the season where everybody doing all the mock drafts and who should go where, blah blah blah. But that particular player that you think should go high may not fit your scheme. Take Jalen Carter for instance. Excellent talent from Georgia, but you might pass him up because I got interior players. He may not be able to convert to an edge rusher. We need edge rusher. I'm not gonna pick him just because he's the best player available as far as talent wise. He's not fitting our scheme. He's not fitting what we running. He's not what we need. And then Matt's point was about Zach Wilson look like he's not coachable. That part right there, and tying into the Jamarcus Russell thing, there's two parts of that makes me think about. One, when you do your initial interview, how they come off. What are you seeing in him?
Just not Madden. Exactly. Thank you,
right? Just not Madden, right? Man. What I'm saying? What do you see in that person? Because you be on the field and I can see that skill right there. But when I'm talking to you one-on-one,
I get something else.
I get something else. Like we're not connecting. I'll give you an example. Years ago, I went to this church, right? I've been going to this church for a long time. So I started going to another church. And the pastor of that church, we couldn't make no connection. Wasn't nothing wrong with the people and stuff. I was cool with them, but it's something about him. We just wasn't making a connection. And I knew it's like I can't go here. You know, it wasn't like he was saying something I didn't like. It was just you know how you know from it when you talk to somebody, there's no connection there.
There's no connection.
There's no connection. So you know when you talk to somebody, whether or not they're coachable, whether or not they're gonna fit in your locker room. You know, we're not gonna fit in what you got going on because chemistry plays a big part of sports.
It matters.
It matters, you know. And so this guy comes in, he might throw the chemistry off. Yeah, he might be talented, but your chemistry ain't working. You know, you steady, you're not where you should be or could be because that chemistry is not working. So all those things play a part.
Chemistry's fucked up, man. It ain't gonna work.
And then at the same time, when a person comes in, you think about when you go to an interview, you putting your best face on. You know what I'm saying? You oh yeah, I'm gonna be on time. You know you ain't never been on time in your life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna be on time, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm always do this. I'm always there.
Hey Mel, when did you ever see me on time?
Right. For real. I ain't gonna bring that up. Let you tell it yourself. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
No shame in my game. No shame in my game. Hey, and the fucked up part is I got a watch on my left arm and it's still never on time.
Yeah, be looking like, yeah, he'll be here in a minute. I just start cooking for him until he get here. But yeah, man. So you know, so look at Jamarcus Russell. He might have put on a good face in that interview, and then when he got there, shit, about this leaning he's leaning his holes. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get this money for these bitches.
That's it. And I mean, and you know, that's how some guys is. You know, you get a big contract. You got a big contract. I'm about, you know, get that money. And he didn't study.
He stuck around long enough to get his mama out the hood.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He got his mama out the hood, got his money. He didn't put the effort in. I think the skill set was there. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't put the effort in to develop. Because you go to that next level, it's more than just talent.
Yep, more the skill set. You gotta hone it. You gotta
fit that skill set for that level. You have to study. You have to know how to read different defenses, and depending on what kind of offense you ran in college, it's different in the next level. All those things play a factor. You have to hone your skills. Yeah, he was overweight, but that goes to what I'm saying though. And his overweight, he didn't put the effort in to be a professional. When you're in college, you're an amateur. When you get to NFL, you are professional.
You're professional, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to make that transition from being amateur to professional. He didn't do that. You know, and if he, whether or not you can say he has a skill set, we don't know his skill set when it translated because he didn't put forth the effort. You know?
Well,
he's a meme.
Jamarcus Russell had the skill set. He did not have the mentality or the willingness or the the effort to be one of the best. Yes, he was overweight. Yes, he didn't read defenses. He didn't read the playbook. He damn sure didn't read the playbook. How about those Chiefs? So I mean that's when you talk about
we're not on that segment yet.
Yeah, but at the same time, you talk about Jamarcus Russell. Now look at what Zach Wilson is doing. You know, he wants to be Mr. Motherfucker. You know, he wants to be Mr. Cool. No, literally, he wants to be Mr. Motherfucker.
Right.
So that's where you see his mind frame. That's where you see his thought process not matching up with what he says he wants. You know, he says he wants to be one of the best. He says he wants to be a winning quarterback. He says he wants this, he wants that. But what are you showing us? Right now, you're showing us that you're just another petulant kid that was spoiled. Now you got money, and now you want to be a motherfucker. And so
man, it's like this, man.
That's my man Scott, by the way, man. I didn't know Scott since we was in high school, man. So shout out to my man Scott.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
But
anyway, yeah.
I don't have a problem with you. Just since we talking about Zach Wilson out here, fucking these hoes. I ain't got no problem with that. Do what you do, but you gotta know how to balance that.
I don't need.
You gotta know how to balance that. You gotta know how to balance that. You know, like Tupac said, I'm getting green as I'm supposed to. I'm gonna holler these hoes and see how many I can go through. You know what I'm saying? You young. That's how you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You got money. Do what you do. but you gotta balance it. It's all like you have a job. You can go out if you gotta work Saturday morning. You can go out Friday night, get blitzed.
Yeah.
But you show up for work the next day, and if you show up and your eyes are bloodshot red and slanted,
Shit, I used to do it all the time. I
you
used
show
to
up for
come
work
on.
the next day.
I used to come on to
Yeah,
work
Joey Henderson. Yeah, I mean Harrington. Yeah,
straight gone from the night before.
right.
I'm talking about zooted. I've been drinking. I've been on
Right.
that ooh wee. I've been,
Mm-hmm.
slapping
But you showing
cheeks.
up, but you at work.
But I was on work. I was at
Mm-hmm.
work, and not only did I show up, man, I showed my ass.
Yeah,
I
that's how you're
balled
supposed to
out,
be. You
and
balance. You it's
yeah,
work-life balance.
you balance it. And Matt brings up a good point about DeMarcus. He did have the gun. He had the cannon, had the arm, had the
Mm-hmm.
size, and if he had it between the ears,
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying we talking about JaMarcus Russell as one of the best black quarterbacks to go down in history, or possibly one of the best quarterbacks in history. I'm not saying that, but we got robbed as fans of football, and he robbed himself of what potentially he could have been because he couldn't get out of his own way. Zach Wilson needs to get out of his own way. It's certain cats that get drafted high that get in their own way.
Right.
And pretty much what Steve Smith is saying is like, stop looking at, all these being lazy with, oh, well, just because he's on Mel Kiper's and Todd McShay's big board and he's, no, why don't you go out, because what do we talk about? So on this show, I.O.W. Sports, we are built on what we see and what you can prove with what you see. And so what we're saying is what do we see, and do the stats back up what we see? So we not 100% about the stats here. We're going about, hey, what do we see, and do we have the stats that can back up what we see? And so that's the fact of the matter is can you go out there and play? Can you go out there and do what you need to do? It's not about what school you went to. It's not about who you was coached with. When you put on the tape against top competition, do you ball up? Whether your team won or not, do you personally show up and ball, or do you fall back? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, that's just what it is, man. You'll book me this year. Hey, Kofi, what you doing right now? Because we can bring you on the show. We can have a quick little wrestling segment because we just had the Royal Rumble this past Saturday. So if you ain't doing shit right now, go get your ass in your studio and come on, because we got about like an hour and 8 minutes left of the air time. So come on, that's how we rock. You ready? Because we ready. But anyway, but yeah, to me, situations matter. This is all on Zach Wilson now. This ain't.
Oh yeah. Now, here's the question now.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree with what you said. So you're the Jets. Are you gonna give them the space to get it correct? Or are you gonna look for someone else to fill that position?
Oh no, I'm on year 3, about to go to year 3. Are
we moving on?
I'm not moving on. I'm in. Oh, you gotta earn this shit. I'm bringing somebody in. Bringing somebody in. You better have a quarterback battle, and if you really want it, this
is that veteran or draft.
It don't matter.
Okay.
Whichever is the cheapest route with the most talent. So I mean, let's be honest, man. We've all been in that situation where it's put up or shut up time. It's either you or it's him.
Right.
So what we gonna do? To me, if you in a situation where it's either you or him, and he can't stand out, okay, I know what I got. Because I've tried. I got 2 years of data on you. I got 2 years of data on you. I got a good sample size.
Right.
This ain't nothing. It ain't like I got Trey Lance data on you. Trey Lance been in the league 2 years, but still sample size is still so small before you even can make a decision on Trey Lance. His sample size is way too small to make a decision on Trey Lance. Zach Wilson, I got enough on you. And you can't win the competition. All right. Hey, we got him in the first round, 2nd overall. I'll be happy with a 3rd round pick at this point for that guy. Yeah. That we got a 2nd overall. Yeah. This ain't on us. This ain't on us at this point. We tried. This on
All right.
Zach. I'm gonna send the
I mean, I
invite
don't
to
disagree
Kofi.
with that. I
Yeah.
just did it.
Uh, but Derek
Hey,
Carr.
I don't.
I know a lot of
Yeah,
people hate on Derek
don't
Carr,
you
but I mean,
don't you have to
Derek
give
Carr
up
is
too much
solid,
for
man.
him? Yeah, he's solid with what he'd be better than Zach Wilson.
Oh yeah, I would.
I mean, you look at the pieces that you got. He has around him. Look at the pieces he has around him.
I like
I
Garrett
mean, that he
Wilson.
hasn't. I mean, he has in New York. He got good defense. He got weapons. He got a good offensive line. He could
Offensive
be
line and
successful.
offensive line is going to be better because they're going to be getting Vera Tucker back from injury. They're going to weapons is going to be better. You're getting your running back from Iowa State. What was his name? Brees Hall back from injury.
Yeah. Right.
Who easily could have been rookie of the year had he stayed healthy. Easily, in the way he was going. Garrett Wilson as a rookie wide receiver did their thing. I mean, there's literally a handful of people that you can name on the offensive side that actually helped produce this year. And if given opportunity, Elijah Moore could have done more numbers. But besides the point, there's ways that this team can succeed, and we all know.
Lincoln Park songs.
And we all know that the reason why that the Jets didn't finish on the right path is because the quarterback position was lacking. Point blank period. Point blank period. So but no, let's quick it's a quick quote in Lincoln Park lines. Yo, y'all wow. But no, let's move on because I sent the invite to Kofi. So let's get all our football talk in before Kofi pops up in this joint. So we talked about it before, and it ended up happening. Sean Payton ended up going to the Denver Broncos. Man, how you feel about it? How you feel about it, big homie? Because you were actually pretty against it.
Yeah, man. I here's the thing. I'm not doubting Sean Payton's skills as a coach, but you're going into a rough situation, bro. You have no draft capital, so you don't have a lot of wiggle room to move. Now, salary cap is going up, so you may be able to get a veteran or two in there or a couple of free agents in there this year to kind of help, what you need. But you're not getting too much in the draft. Give up a lot for Russell Wilson. So I would say this: out of all the coaches that's out there, he may be the best one to go there because of his experience. I'll say that. But anybody who's looking for the Broncos to turn around immediately, I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Now, here's what I say: if they make a marginal to good improvement, that shows you how bad Hackett was. That really show you how bad he was.
Yeah.
And you can say that 80% of that was all coaching, and the other 20 is Russell Wilson. Oh, he's not going to escape. He's going to get some of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, he gets something.
Yeah,
he gets something.
Yeah, but they sold everything to get a ring like the Rams, but they didn't get nothing in return. The Rams at least got a ring. They gave us the house and got a ring. Denver gave us the house and got foreclosed. For real.
Oh shit. Oh shit. He said my man said gave up the house and got foreclosed.
I ain't getting nothing.
Oh my god.
So what's the song gonna do? I think they get I say 8 wins. 8, and I think it's good. For what they have and what happened last year, 8, they look good.
8, 9.
8, yeah, maybe 8, 9. No,
Yeah, because if they get 8 wins, 8-9 is the best that they'll be able to do.
yeah. So eight and 9, that's good. Because I think most of that come from coaching. Now,
Hey,
like I said, they got a little extra money for them salary crap being raised, so they might be able to wiggle some stuff around, move some stuff around, get a player here too, restructure some stuff. We'll see.
need them with the bazinga. But I mean, look. So, team went 5-12.
Yeah.
All right, went 5-12. Obviously, Hackett couldn't hack it.
Right.
And so I'm with you. I'm with you on that point. Well, next year will be the true telling exactly where Hackett coaching skills
Right.
really are as a head
Mhm.
coach. Should he just stick with being a coordinator? Or obviously he's going back to I think he went back to Green Bay to be a coordinator again.
I
No,
think
no,
so.
no, no.
He went to the
He had.
Jets.
Yeah, he went to the Jets.
That's why everybody's saying Aaron Rodgers might go there. He went to the Jets.
He went to the Jets as an offensive coordinator. So we'll see how
Right.
that works out. But with Denver, obviously Sean Payton is a step up from Nathaniel Hackett. We know that. All right. There's no doubt about that. There's no debate about that.
He's a ladder up. He don't step up.
For my wrestling fans, Nathaniel Hackett is Eugene and Sean Payton is like Seth Rollins. So just to paraphrase that. So Sean Payton is a champion. He's won it. He knows how to win.
Right.
He's done a lot of winning in regular season and had a lot of playoff appearances. So yeah, he may not have the Super Bowls like a Belichick, but in this time and age of football for the last 25 plus years, if you just get one and you make significant and multiple appearances in the playoffs, that makes you one of the great coaches. So when you think of Sean Payton, you think of Andy Reid, John Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin. Who's another coach that has won Super Bowl, but they do many appearances in the playoffs? Doug Peterson, you could throw him on that list. But those you're on that list that does a lot of winning in the regular season, multiple playoff appearances, Super Bowl championship. So Sean Payton's on that list. So you can't sneeze at what he's done. You know what I'm saying? So if that makes sense, yeah. So AP gets what I'm putting down. But Sean Payton, all he had, and this is what gives me optimism that I think that the Broncos could at least make a wild card spot, is because Sean Payton is smart enough to utilize what he does have there. He's going to get Javonte Williams back at the running back position. He's going to get Tim Patrick back at wide receiver. Still has Jerry Jeudy. I don't know how y'all feel about Jerry Jeudy, but with the right coach,
a great running back. I mean, great receiver, man.
What I'm saying, if you look at his stats and his performances up and down, if you can get a good coach like Sean Payton, he's going to get him steered to the right way. You also got Cortland Sutton. So you got 3 wide receivers. 2 of your wide receivers are at least 6'3". All right. So that gives you something to play with. The defense, we've all talked about how the defense of the Denver has always been solid. So the defense is there. All right. So it's not a lot that you really have to fix. And I think the last time we talked about this, we talked about how it's, the ceiling is playoff appearance. With Sean Payton. Because that's just how good he is as a coach. All right. Let's just be real about it. And so am I expecting it in year one? Obviously better than 5-12. I think we all can agree that they should definitely be better than 5-12 next year.
But here's another thing to add to that too. You get a better coach, plus I'm sure you're gonna bring in his own people, so a better coaching staff.
Yeah.
We need to see some improvement from Russell Wilson.
Immediately.
Immediately. Because if you don't see improvement from Wilson, then it wasn't, like I said before, just Hackett.
It was Russ.
It was Russ too. You know what I'm saying? So I think you have to see some improvement from Wilson. Maybe there's some kind of tweaking here and there, whatever they need to do to fix what was ailing Russ. Because you
by
can't
week 8, we got our answer.
Yeah, You can't go a game and score just one touchdown, or score just field goals. Not for the money they paid for you.
Too much.
You know what I'm saying? For the money I paid for you, I should not be, nothing less than 3 touchdowns a game.
Too much money.
I paid too much money for you. You know what I'm saying?
Gave up too much.
Gave up too much and paid too much.
And paid too much.
Right. For real.
You just costing the motherfucker left and right, bro.
You be on a plane doing aerobics and jazzercising.
Let's ride.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's ride.
Man, sit your corny ass down.
No, motherfucker, let's win because you cost too much, bitch. You didn't cost me way too much. I don't like losing all my money.
Short, corny ass Jerry Curl looking
You damn light skinned motherfuckers. That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong, y'all yellow boys. What you mean, y'all? You yellow too, motherfuckers? Y'all yellow boys. Y'all. It's y'all, man. Y'all be on that bullshit, man. Yeah, be a hostess. Time to be the hostess.
Right.
Not the cook. Ain't no more let Russ cook. We ain't letting you be in the kitchen no more.
Yeah.
The last time you did, the chicken came out raw. The biscuits was dry as hell.
Up in here.
Hey, them biscuits was drier than Popeye's biscuits. Now if your biscuits is drier than Popeye biscuits, you didn't accomplish something that possibly can't be never done in the history of cooking. Like them, like Popeye biscuits is dry as fuck. Like if you get drier than Popeye's biscuits, them shits is like fucked up. Hey, you ever want to really get away with a true crime? Just tie somebody up and feed them Popeye's biscuits and don't give them no water. And they'll die of strangulation on dry biscuits.
Right. I mean, for real though, you're right though, man.
Hey, that is the most easiest crime to get away with. You be like, yo, he was eating a biscuit. I didn't do nothing. I ain't had to poison him. I ain't had to shoot him. I ain't had to stab him. All I gotta do is feed him a Popeye biscuit and give him no water.
For real though, man. I mean, all that money, them spirals should be tight. It should be no wobbly, but it should be tight.
Yeah,
spirals should be tighter than a pastor's handshake. It'd be like
tighter than a pastor's handshake. What? But I mean, hey,
you know how they do, especially when a female coming. How you doing, sister?
Yeah, Sister Johnson.
Right.
Scheming ass motherfucker.
Stay
scheming. Niggas trying to get at me. Ow. Yeah, be the hostess, exactly. But I mean,
go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get 8-9 wins. I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the wild card round, for sure. But hey, I'm with you. I need immediate signs of turnaround from Russell Wilson, specifically only him. I'm not worried about the rest of the team. I'm talking about just him and only him. Because if not, I will not be afraid to sit your high expensive ass on the bench. So here's my thing. Don't be surprised if Sean Payton also brings in a decent backup too.
Oh yeah.
Just for that reason. Because at some point we just got to be real about the situation, like, bro. If you ain't got it by week 8, week 9, man, I'm not gonna sit here just, especially when with what my team got and with my coaching, I got a chance to be in the playoffs. It's Sierra fault. Yeah, she probably said, she probably ran it on him too hard. Hey,
you know, a little side note though. When you saw Sean Payton doing broadcast, do you look uncomfortable in that suit? You should look uncomfortable.
Well, he's used to wearing sweat, bro.
I know.
He's used to wearing tracksuits, bro.
he was uncomfortable, bro.
When I would watch him on Colin Cowherd, he would be a little bit more dressed down. Where
he dressed down, he looked comfortable. Like he was on with Terry, he be looking like uncomfortable
in them suits. Yeah. Like, nah, man, I can't do these suits.
I need to get me a tracksuit on.
Yeah, he's like, yo, I'm used to being in the Al Davis tracksuit,
Right, you
clipboard
know.
in my hand, whistle. This suit shit ain't for me. So yeah, I'm with you. I thought he was uncomfortable too,
Yeah,
but
he
look,
looked uncomfortable.
I look, like I said, I won't be surprised if there's a wild card round appearance because I mean, Sean Payton is one of the better coaches in our time of watching football in the last 30
Hmm.
years. He just
Hmm.
is. There's no doubt about that. But there's another coach, and and now that I thought about it and looked at all the connections, it does make sense. It's a good move for the guy.
All right.
Possibly it's a good turnaround for the Houston Texans. So Demeco
All right.
Ryans,
Mm.
defensive coordinator, former defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, goes over to Houston. If you guys remember, played in Houston when he was in the NFL.
Hmm.
Um, I know we talk about it, we joke about it. Black coach going to Houston, man, you gonna get 1 year. But they already went ahead and signed him to a 6-year deal. I think Houston has heard everybody's jokes about how they've been treating black coaches because they made no hesitation on sharing the amount of years that he got on the contract. That was the first thing they made sure that Adam Schefter put in the tweet.
Right.
6-year deal. Yeah, I know what you were doing, Houston. You've been hearing us talk about you. You've been hearing everybody on the internet talking about how y'all treat black quarterbacks on TV. I heard it. I know you
Mm.
did because you
Right.
made sure that you put out there it's a 6-year deal. So when I talked about it on the other night, Tuesday night, this is what pretty much the timeline that I set for Demeco Ryans. So his first year, they're pretty like, well, we only won 3 games last year. This is your gimme year. This is gimme year.
Hmm.
This is his first year. So it's not going to matter if he goes 0-17. They're not going to fire him. All right. Second year, all right, you got to show us you can get more than at least 5 or 6 wins. You got to show progression. Second year is the progression year. Third year is he needs to be showing that they can make a playoff. They can make a wild card round. And if the third year going into that offseason, the
Hmm.
front office feels that, hey, yeah, he's showing progression, but he still hasn't got us looking like at least a wild card round team, I think they'll probably think about moving on. If they feel that he's gotten to that point that he can at least be a wild card round team, he'll get a fourth year.
I'll, yeah, I don't disagree. I'll say this too. If you look at their roster right now,
Mm-hmm.
as the years progress, I need to see what you're building
Mm-hmm.
too.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're not built by the second year, I don't see like an improvement in my roster. I, let's take wins out of it. Let's look at your roster because right now your roster's in shambles. You got 2, maybe 3 good mentionable players.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm looking at next year. What kind of roster are you building? I need to see. That's the first thing I'm looking at if I'm ownership. What are you building?
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting me, like a shamble or roster that's in shambles the next year, that first year, I mean, I'm looking at you cross-eyed. By the second year, I don't see nothing. Then only thing that may keep your job is the pressure because we didn't hold a black coach to a 1-year deal. But that second year, bro, I need to see some kind of improvement in your roster.
Mm-hmm.
And that second year, I should see some kind of movement in your win column. Because you have to build a team to compete not only for now but for the future.
Mm-hmm.
You got young pieces, so now you need to put some. You need to look at the Jets, the Lions. Look at the teams like that who are building young pieces, not for only the now but and the Jaguars for the
Mm-hmm.
future.
Yeah.
They have teams that can win that you're gonna see wins. From now on, while those teams are growing because they all young. By the
Mm-hmm.
time they hit their prime, they still that's a good 3-4 years down the line, 5 for some of them. So that's what you want to see in Houston because they're in that same frame far as player, the young players. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm looking for if I am ownership.
Yeah.
If I'm
And and
Go ahead.
and just to piggyback off what you're saying, because I think that led to one of my other takes on the situation is because you also look at Yeah, Cooks made one out, but I would try to convince him to stay, because it's evident you're gonna have to get a quarterback.
Mhm.
The Davis Mills is just not it. All right,
Yeah, no, he's definitely not it.
y'all tried. All right, you tried to sit there and keep believing to yourselves and kept trying to fool the people to yourselves that Davis Mills was the answer. He's not it. All right, he's not. The little long neck giraffe, the Toys R Us looking boy ain't it. All right.
Yes, he is.
Um,
Pierce is a good piece.
yeah, Damian Pierce is a great piece. That's why I would convince um Brandon Cooks to stay, because I need the pieces that did stand out, that were actually something that defense feared in game planning, at least, that I'm going to need you to help me with this turnaround, because they're in full rebuild, point blank period. But here's what I am optimistic about having Demeco Ryans there, because you look at Robert Salah. You
Mhm.
look what who came from the same system that he was in San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
Look what he's done over 2 years for a
Mhm.
team that was in the same situation the Texans been in, at the
Right.
bottom. All right. Now
Mhm.
he in 2 years he got this guy that has changed the culture, got a team that was at the bottom and at least knocking at the door of a playoff appearance, knocking
Right.
at the
Right.
door.
Mhm.
So Demeco Ryans has a similar track. Was a great defensive coordinator, just like Robert Salah was under Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. Now you get at the opportunity where you get a pretty much an empty canvas, because that's what Houston pretty much is. They got a
Mhm.
lot of money. They got a lot of draft picks. Last time I saw it, I think it was like 11 draft picks
Mm.
in this upcoming draft, and they're going to have almost like a boatload of, probably, now that the cap space has been increased, they're probably going to have upwards to probably like 55 $60 million to play with. All right, so you got an empty canvas to go in here
Right.
and do what? You know how you close the gap between teams in the NFL, and you go from one of the bottom to at least the middle of the pack? It's talent.
Talent.
you
Talent
got
does every time.
you got the draft pick, and you got the money to go get the talent now. Now it's up to Demeco to formulate, just like Robert Salah did in New York, is to build your culture. The wins will come. That's why I'm saying the first year is the gimme year. Is not even gonna matter what the record is. They just need
Mhm.
to show that you're building something. You're building the
Right.
culture.
Right. Right.
Second year is when you need to start maturing the culture, and you need to start adding actually some wins to it. Third
Right.
year, you need to show that, damn it, you're a competitive team and you're going to be in some damn games and you can make a playoff appearance. So D'Amico is going to get his chance. He's going to get more than 1 year. So he's going to break the curse. he's going to break the black coach curse in Houston. And so third time's a charm. But
Let's
I
see.
we'll see. Obviously, they're drafting high in the draft.
They
So
got third. They got third. Right.
I
Second.
think they're second
They second. They second. Yeah.
behind the
Cardinals first.
Bears.
Yeah.
Bears are one, they're two, and then so you're going to get your
Oh, they
choice.
got a choice of quarterback because the Bears are probably not gonna pick a quarterback.
No, they're not
So
going to
they
get a
probably
quarterback.
they have a choice of quarterback. So they
They have to pick.
better, I say Stroud.
Uh,
Whatever
I
you do,
think. Well,
whatever you do,
initially it
do
started
not
with
get
with
Will
Bryce
Levis.
Young.
Do not get Will Levis,
Hey man, don't hate on Will Levis, man. Will Levis had some
bruh,
offensive line problems, bruh.
bruh,
He had
bruh.
some offensive line
Hold
problems,
on, I'm not
man.
talking. I'm talking to Demeco. Hear me, Demeco. Do not get Will Levis. Will
He said,
Levis
"Fuck
is a
what I said."
project.
He said,
He's a
"Fuck what I said."
project. If you got a quarterback in front of him, pick Will Levis. You want somebody to start now? Go with Stroud or Young.
He said, "Don't get Will Levis." He said, "Don't do it." He said,
Don't do
"Don't
it.
do
We
it."
trying, hey, bro. We trying to keep you past a year. Don't get Will Levis.
He said, "Don't do it."
Yeah, trade. They could trade the first pick. You're right. They
Well,
still get a choice of.
yeah, but the
Even if
thing
they trade the
is, they
first
don't
pick,
have
still get a
to.
choice.
Bears
No,
don't. Bears
I'm
don't
just
have
saying.
to trade that pick.
What I'm saying, even if they do trade that pick, Houston still have a choice of a good quarterback. Because somebody pick Young, you still got Stroud. So
Well,
they ain't gonna pick two quarterbacks, whoever is picking. You know what I'm saying? They're
no.
gonna have a choice of good quarterback. Just don't get Will Levis.
Leave the Kentucky boy out. Leave him out.
Leave him there.
Shit, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
It's
it.
a trap. It's a trap. You know what I'm saying?
He said, "Don't listen."
He that prototypical tall. You know what I'm saying? All that. Don't do it.
He said, "Don't listen to Mel Kiper. He gonna get you fucked up."
Man, you can't listen to no motherfucker with hair look like that.
Not at that age.
Yeah, not at that age.
You get a hair plug like a motherfucker, bro.
You like 70 years old, your hair's still black. Don't even try it. Your hair been black since I know you. You know what I'm saying?
You used to con it.
You know what I'm saying? I was a kid, you had black hair.
Yo, chill
You're a
out.
grown ass man, you still got black hair.
Yo, chill out, bro.
It ain't shaped like a helmet. I know you drafting football, but you ain't got what your head look like that. So go ahead. Hey, this motherfucker wearing a helmet?
No. Hey, Kofi, where you at? We ready for you, man, but we gonna finish this up. But I'm just saying, just in general for Demeco Ryans, man, I hope it works out because NFL better help it works out. Because they can't keep taking all these hits when it comes to all these black head coaching jobs and shit. It's not a good look for the NFL. It's not a good look for the league. And it kind of scares you as a coach, even if as a defensive or offensive coordinator, be like, yo, if I do my job too good, are they gonna keep a bro around? Like, damn. Right. But anyway, a impromptu interview, y'all. As we always show love to our boys over there at the Dirty Hills, the good brother Bove and the man Kofi Weaston. We said, hop, get your ass ready, get your ass on here, and well, here he is. We got the one, the only Kofi Weaston.
What up, though?
Hey,
man?
y'all like my little thing I just made?
I like
the Dirty Hills.
Well, my bad, I'm on a laptop and all that. I ain't using my phone. I realize it's a little more reliable to use the laptop to do the live streaming on.
Right.
It's all good.
Cool, it's all good.
Man, how you been, man?
Man, I'm good. I can't complain, man. I could, but then I had something to complain about, man. You know what I mean? But shout out to you guys, man. Word, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Always. So, man,
This
motherfucker
got Nick over there. You see this?
I saw that. I was like, yo.
Nick, no wonder we ain't seen you was getting blackatized. That's where you been. Get some melanin in your skin.
Wait, hold on. Baptized but black?
Blackatized.
It's a blackatized. It's a blackatized. It's a bless him. You blackatize him like this.
Right.
Bruh, how do you turn black into black?
Yo, Matt, what up, B?
Yo, y'all is wild. Yo, what is up with y'all? So, man, we just had the Royal Rumble, man.
Right.
Give us your thoughts on the Royal Rumble, Kof, man. Wait, how'd you feel about it? Because I know how I felt about it when I watched it, man.
Yo, honestly, hold on, let me turn my volume on. I thought the Rumble was fire this year, man. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little different, it wasn't predictable. You know what I mean? You had your and then all the storylines made sense in the Rumble. You had
the winner was predictable. The winner was predictable, Cole. Come on, dog.
The winner was predictable. We all knew Cody was gonna win. We all knew Cody was coming out number 30. Either you knew Cody was coming out 30 or number 1. Simple as that. So he could, you know what I'm saying? But I think they did a great job at showcase.
You want to hear my theory about that?
What's that?
You want to hear my theory about why they put Cody at 30?
Yeah, come on.
I don't think he was healthy. I don't think he was 100%.
I don't think so either.
And you protect him by not having him do too much. And you let him test the pec. You let him test the pec because obviously Gunter tested that joint.
Yeah.
So you test it. You test the injury, but you don't let him do too much. And then because like you said, we knew he was going to win, so that's why I think you put him at 30 instead of 1. If he was at 1, if he was at 1, then we know that he was a hundo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you could tell a difference. I think Triple H did a great at time management, at storylines, Brock Lesnar and almost every storyline made sense. Everybody that got thrown out, it was a storyline to be repeated for the next year, for the next Monday Night Raw or the following Thursday. So but the big storyline of the whole Royal Rumble, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Cody did win. Rhea Ripley won the females Royal Rumble, which was great. You know what I'm saying? She goes on to battle Charlotte again, which is a reoccurring thing. But it's also good, you know what I'm saying? It shows that the little puppy, Nia Jax is back. Definitely, Nia Jax showed up, which is another good thing. I've been waiting for her. But the big storyline of the Rumble was Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
you're right, Matt.
Yes,
Dominic, yo, you know what?
Say more about that.
I'm not gonna lie. I love Dominic, man. You know, I like the whole hardcore Dominic, ex-con Dom. I see somebody put in the comments. I like the ex-con Dom. You know what I mean? Ex-con. You know, he was in jail for 2 days. He's the thuggest dude ever. Fire to me. You know what I mean? I think it's dope. You know what I mean?
He was in the county. He was in the county, dog.
He's in county. You know what I'm saying? He was in county for 2 days.
And now he hard.
I don't know. I just thought it was a dope storyline. It's funny to me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, the big thing is Sami Zayn turning on Roman Reigns,
hit him with the
and
chair.
the bloodline, hit him with the chair. So that's the big thing right now. Where is Roman Reigns gonna go? Is Roman gonna drop the belt? I personally hope Roman doesn't drop the belt to Cody. I would like to see Sami Zayn as the champ before Cody.
Really?
It would, because it would make more sense as storyline. Because people like Sami Zayn right now way more than Cody. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Because I'm with you. I think Sami Zayn is way over than what Cody is right now.
Yeah, he's way more over than Cody. Like, I'm not saying that Cody's not an over dude. I'm not saying that, you know, he hasn't put in his dues, but I just feel like sometimes you have a diamond right there and you don't see it. And I think sometimes WWE doesn't pull the plug on what they have right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we take I have no problems with Cody, but Cody came from somewhere else. You got to respect that. Yeah. That's like me coming to I.O.W. and I'm starting lineup. Nah, Mel, it's just me and Maul. You get what I'm saying? I can't do that. You
gotta do that every time I talk about wrestling anyway.
I gotta put in my respect. I gotta put it, you know what I'm saying? They won't sell tickets, Sammy versus Cody. You're right, they won't, but they might. You cannot say they won't because people want to see Cody. People want to see. Plus, they've already sold the tickets out, so we can't say they won't sell the tickets out because they've already sold WrestleMania out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I said, I would like to see Sami Zayn as a champ. Simple as that, you know what I'm saying? Did you see what's the white kid name? That always wears the yellow. He boxes.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Did you see his big stunt with Ricochet, which was fire? I think Logan Paul is a great wrestler, bro. I don't care.
Yo, I said it on another podcast. I said on a wrestling podcast the other day. I was telling people, I said if Logan Paul decides to actually take it serious, he would actually be a decent wrestler.
I think he would be I'll be honest with you. I think he would be a great Intercontinental Champion.
That's what I was thinking.
He talks great on the mic. He would be a great US champ because he has the people.
He got Miz written all over him. You know what I'm saying? Like same trajectory. Like can possibly, you know, be a good Intercontinental Champion. Maybe throw the main title on him like once or twice, but for the most part, he'll be solid. But like you said, his mic skills is dope. And you know what helps WWE having Logan Paul there? Because everybody knows Logan Paul for all of his social media stuff.
Yeah,
that puts you into a whole nother stratosphere to bring in more people to your product, man.
That is true.
They should do that.
They should pull a plug on it. Go ahead and do it. Plus, Logan Paul has a lot of those guys on his podcast, which makes it dope. So, I feel like what he does right now is pretty dope. You know what I mean? I like Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? I don't. He should him and his brother should stay away from boxing. But I like Logan Paul.
They should definitely stay away from boxing. But hey, his brother's taking it worse. Jake Paul about to do some MMA, man. I'm laughing at that, bro.
But I'm still mad that he fought Anderson Silva and won.
Nah, that was some fluky stuff. Come on, man. Like don't get me wrong. I know it was boxing, but Anderson Silva is still good enough at striking that he would have bombed on that Paul dude. Like, come on, like stop.
Yeah, them boys won't step in the octagon. Them boys won't step in the octagon.
Nah.
Jake Paul is apparently.
Oh, is he?
Nah,
yeah.
I listen. I can't wait till somebody. I wasn't supposed to say that on camera, was I?
We didn't hear you, so you cut out a little bit.
I was waiting. Yeah. You know what? I didn't even watch that match because it was so black. It was so dark. I didn't really understand it.
I said the same thing about
mad at anybody who didn't understand it. Because I didn't understand that the Bray Wyatt match, the Uncle Howdy. I never really understand it. I'm not really too much into the horror of WWE and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just personally like the wrestling. I really don't watch wrestling, believe it or not. I only watch the pay-per-views. Okay. If you notice, we don't. Yeah, because we don't talk about wrestling. We don't talk about
I agree with you, man.
And AEW. We more go and we hit the road and we go to the shows, go to independent shows. So lots of times I won't even watch it.
That's the one thing I want to hear you talk about, because I know, like, I follow y'all, see stuff y'all do on social media. I see a lot of like independent stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of local stuff and stuff like that.
Say it again. Hold on, you broke up a little bit.
Oh, I see you like a lot of local stuff and independent shows and things like that. How is that compared to like going to like the big stuff like WrestleMania and Royal Rumbles and stuff like that?
I'm be honest, like the independent shows to me is a lot. You could touch the guys, you could talk to them, you could feel them. You know what I'm saying? You could actually like it's like, I don't know, like 3D type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas like with WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw, AEW, I've been to all of these shows. It's more like you're just a fan. You're in the crowd.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're in the crowd with a lot of people. You chant when other people chant, whereas in independent world, you can make your own chants. You can like, if you don't like the wrestler, you could be like, well, fuck you. And then he can say, fuck you back. You're more interactive with the wrestler.
Right.
And for us, it works a lot more because like, we're always in the independent field. We're always just traveling. Like when we first started doing wrestling, we was going to independent wrestling matches. So it just made more sense, you know. You could just touch the guys more. You could, and then a lot of those guys go on to do better things. I look at it like we interview the guys from the
before
NBA
they make it big stars,
before they become stars. Yeah, that's basically it. We try to get the guys before they become stars because so many of them become stars so fast. It's a lot of guys we got. Yeah, it's so many guys that we've interviewed. No lie, they've been on AEW or WWE already, and like we might have interviewed them years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they've been on AEW already, WWE already. So we just try to get the independent guys and show them love before they get to the big spot. So, you know, they remember the little guys. That's basically it, man. You know,
right.
Like I said, it's a lot easier for us. Like if I wanted to go to a little show and there was somebody big, say The Undertaker was at the independent show, I could get an interview without a problem. I wouldn't have to go through loopholes and do all of this and that and the other. I would just wait and just ask them, could I get an interview? And that would be it. You know, it's a lot easier for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean, that's basically it, man. You know, I love traveling though. It's the big thing, man. The traveling is the fun thing, you know. We always get to travel, like North Carolina. I just went to North Carolina. Delaware,
yeah.
Philly. Like, yeah, we go a lot of places. It takes you a lot of places. We're supposed to be going to Cali in March sometimes, just to do
Oh
commentary.
shoot. I
Yeah,
like
man.
that,
So
man. I like that. That's what we trying
yeah,
to get up to.
yeah, just
Yeah,
to travel, man. That's the
yeah,
big thing, man. That's our big thing now,
yeah.
travel.
Yeah, because we tried to link up, it just didn't work out because I was working and shit. But yeah, Kofi was in Carolina
Yeah, I
almost
was in
about a couple of
Carolina.
weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah. I went to a little show down there, man, by accident. What's crazy is like I went to the comic book show. I went to the comic
Oh,
book store, and I was in Bunn. I think
oh yeah,
Bunn.
I know what Bun's at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like two
The other
stores.
side of it's on the other side of Youngsville.
Yeah, it's like three stores out there,
Yeah,
and 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 a,
you in
and
the
a
country.
supermarket.
Yeah. Dollar General.
Yeah, so I went to the little
yeah.
comic book store, and they had a flyer up for wrestling, and I was like, well, I guess I'll go tonight, and I went. It was like 30 minutes from us, but I went. I wound up going. And I was like, well, fuck it. I met a lot of wrestlers and made connections. It's always just good to just go, man. Just
Right.
fuck it, just go. That's me. Like, fuck it, go. You know what I mean? Like, I think I got the gift of gab because I don't pay to get in anywhere.
All right, so let me ask you this, Kofi. What's the biggest name wrestler that you think anybody would know that you and the Good Brother both have interviewed that has later gone on and done bigger things with some of the bigger companies?
I'll be honest, we've smoked with guys that are big, so I can't even name them. I can tell you off camera.
Okay.
But like the biggest guy right now, if you watch AEW, you got Action Andrade. Chill with him. Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns' cousin. I got his number personally.
Oh, yeah.
He calls me when he comes to the city. Tommy Dreamer. Actually, I got to watch the first AEW pay-per-view with him, interview him. But we fucked that interview up because we didn't know much about how to record on StreamYard and stuff. So
Yeah.
we interviewed him, but we never pressed the button record.
Oh shoot.
Because we didn't. So but we got to sit with him, drink with him, at the AEW event, and just
And
chill
Tommy
with him.
Dreamer, for those who don't know, is like an ECW legend.
Yeah, ECW legend, man. We got to soak that up, man. ECW Anderson, man. It's a lot of great guys we interview, man. Like Good Brother could tell you, man. I really don't. I just sit around and smoke, to tell you the truth. I roll a bud and ask stupid questions. That's my job. You know what I mean? But I make sure everything happens 90% of the time. But we've interviewed a lot of guys, man. Just go to our page, man. Like lots of times we don't look to interview those guys. We want the smaller guys, the independent guys. We don't want anybody who signed already. Lots of times, you know what I mean? Because those guys want things that sometimes we can't give.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we've tried. I'll tell you off camera. We've tried to interview big time wrestlers, and they want this and they want that, or they want to talk about this only,
right?
This and not that. So lots of times we stick with what we know, man. Like we go to these events and we meet these guys. We personally talk to them, and then we personally get to know them. And then we're like, yo, this dude is cool. Let's invite him to the show.
Right.
So it's a lot different. Cool. You know what I mean? Like
that's how it was with well, I often wonder. We'll try to get like the big people. They want this crazy amount of stuff. Well, we'll come on if you get us this, and that. We're like, bro, we trying to get started. We get all that,
That's the same thing I said, And I realize a lot of people want in the wrestling world, when it comes to a lot of podcasts, a lot of these podcasts, I can still hear y'all. I'm just walking away for a second, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I said, in the wrestling world, a lot of these podcasts, they want only big names, and they want to talk just WWE or AEW. Whereas we try to stay away from that because, like, we can't personally touch those guys. We can't interview those guys, and that's how we look at it. But a lot of other they want. I like where we at. You know, I don't.
Right.
I don't care.
Ain't tripping,
I don't care if
man.
I end Yo, I don't care if I interview independent wrestlers for the rest of my life. I feel it's more about wrestling to us. It's more about
Yeah, I like
wrestling
that though, bro. I like
and the
that though.
culture.
You know what
You know what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying? That's it, man. That's why we travel so much. Honestly,
But that's y'all niche. You know what I'm saying? That's like that.
yo,
Yeah.
we hate podcasting. We hate it. That's why
Y'all
we
good at
travel
it
so
though,
much.
bro. Y'all good at it though, bro. I tell you, when I be watching y'all show, I be cracking up, bro.
Mhm.
And you know what? That's just us being ourselves, like just us
Mhm.
being me and him, just regularly talking conversation. Lots of times it could be a lot worse if I didn't edit.
Yeah, that's how I be with Lamar, man. He be tripping.
Yeah, cause I'm a hold up. Did y'all peep my name? Y'all saw my name, right?
What? Yeah, what change it again? Oh, we saw the Nick.
Yeah, I'm Nick.
He said, "I'm Nick."
I'm Nick today. Nick, what's up, man? I'm Nick today, B. But now I tune into this. I try to tune into this show every time it's on, man. Cause you know what? I listen to y'all so I can go to work and be like, y'all seen that football game, B? Y'all seen that game? Yo, I start just naming football players like I don't really know, man. You know, I'm like, hey, I seen he ran that 4.5 though. You know what I'm saying? You know me. I'll be like, yeah. Y'all listen to I.O.W. That's where I get my sports at. That's where I get my sports from. This is the only place I get my sports from. Dead ass. I don't listen to nobody else. Nobody else, especially when it comes to football. If y'all so proficient in football, like I listen to y'all just so I can be like, I met a shorty that know football, and I was like, you know what, I gotta listen more.
He said, "I got a shorty that watch football." Hey, that man being right. He's like, "Yo, she like the pig skin. I'm gonna watch it too, so I can get them skins."
Yeah.
I
was like wrestling. She was like, I like football. I was like, you know what? They the same thing technically. Technically, you know?
They in the same round. They in the same round.
Same round.
Yeah.
Wrestlers go to play football. Footballers go to play wrestling. It's all the same thing.
Yeah. Nah, for
man,
real.
what's
No
up with
doubt.
Matt and Ant going at it in the comments?
Hey, you know, they talking about who old, who young. They ragging on each other. You know, them two. They do it every time. I swear they squabble like brothers. I swear they do. Let me ask you this, Kofi. But since you here, we are gonna ask you some sports questions. So you know you a Knicks fan. We know you a Knicks fan. How you feeling about your boys right now? How you feeling about them? They not looking too bad.
You want to know the truth? I ain't watched one Knicks game yet.
You ain't watched one?
What?
There's no way I believe that.
Nah, I ain't watched one. I watched
Not
highlights.
On one?
Yeah. It's the Knicks, man. It's the Knicks. Like, what do you want me to like? I mean, let's be honest. Yo, Mel, Mom, what do y'all want me to say? It's the Knicks. Like,
hey man, at least you honest, bro. You ain't like a Cowboys fan. They be on this money.
I'm just saying, y'all
Like,
the 7th seed. I'm just saying, y'all the 7th seed. Y'all not in the gutter though.
All right, look, take it. 7th seed. What, you faced the what? 2 seed, or you faced the 1 seed, or
No.
like
you be in the playing.
All right, what? All right, let's be honest. What team can they beat in a 7-game series in the East?
Y'all couldn't get Miami or Cleveland?
No, not the way Cleveland playing.
Yo, I'll be honest. They can't beat Cleveland, bro.
But
Donovan Mitchell scores fucking 75 points by accident. That nigga didn't even know he did it. You trying to tell me the Knicks what? What? The Bulls, they can't beat the Chicago Bulls. They can't beat a good DeMar DeRozan. They can't be the
Nah.
great.
Come on. Y'all could beat the Chicago Bulls. First of all, the Bulls are ranked 11th, so they wouldn't even be in the playing tournament. They be sitting at home anyway. So we ain't even got to worry about the Bulls.
It
All
don't
I'm
matter,
saying is,
son.
come on.
It don't matter who they could be, son. They have Thanos is on the East. His name is fucking Giannis Antetokounmpo. Thanos. I call that nigga. You ever seen that nigga dunk on somebody? He be like, "This is your team? Is this who you brought with you?" Is unstoppable, bro. Fucking Thanos. I don't care who wins or loses. He would dunk on your whole squad. This is who you brought with you. I eat this. This nigga is nice. He's a mythical creature. This nigga is different. Nobody beats him. I don't care what I don't know who you got on the East. Listen, Milwaukee all the way. I'm not even a Milwaukee fan. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody touching them, bro, on the East. Like, nobody.
Damn, not even Boston?
Brooklyn,
I mean,
what about
Boston.
Boston playing, man. But you got Thanos, man.
Brooklyn?
You got Thanos. Thanos, bro. Like,
we gotta,
let's be honest.
We gotta see if KD comes back. KD, more than likely will.
KD, it's over for him. Okay, it's over. He will come back already on some light work shit. He will come back. Don't want to get hurt. Don't want to get touched. Kyrie Irving already, I don't know, confusing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over. Like, don't count New York teams in to win nothing. If they win something, I'll cash app y'all $100 if they win the championship. I swear to God. This is recorded. I will cash app y'all each $100 if the Knicks or Brooklyn Nets win the championship this year.
Come on, Nets.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
Oh, we got to get a chance for Nets. The Knicks, I don't know. The Knicks, I don't know, bro.
It's not happening, man. They suck.
You know what? But here's the thing, man. I mean, you probably can speak to it better than I can because, you know, you're a Knicks fan. But the thing about the Knicks, man, like, they have a team. And you go back to the Ewing days, you be like, oh, man, they look dominant. And then they get into the playoffs, they just, like, disappear. You know, just disappoint and let you down.
That's because they never had that Magic Johnson, that Charles Barkley, that Jordan. They never had that one play. Yeah, we had a Patrick Ewing, but you can't base everything on the center.
Yeah.
Like even the Rockets didn't base everything on Hakeem Olajuwon.
That's true.
They had motherfucking Clyde Drexler, they had motherfucking Harper, they had all these other players. The Knicks don't surround their good players with good players.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. Let's be honest. Within the last 10, I'm gonna tell you where they fucked up. Drafted Carmelo. I don't care what nobody say, because we had a great team with just Amari Stoudemire. Niggas was 10-0. Niggas don't even remember that. We was 10-0 with just Amari Stoudemire, and we didn't even have Jeremy Lin at that time.
Right.
Jeremy Lin wasn't even known. And then at the end of the year, we got Jeremy Lin was still on that bench and picked up. So because of Carmelo, Jeremy Lin left because of Melo.
Right.
Stoudemire left because of Melo. And look what happened. Just my opinions, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what management want to do, but I feel like they should fire the whole team, get rid of the New York Knicks itself.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Kobe.
No, I'm being so serious.
I mean, I feel you on that, but it's like
get rid of the Knicks.
If you look at New York and you look at California, those are two iconic cities. You know, people want to go and play there. Both of them is a big market team. Both of them, you know, film stars, all that stuff. You know, you got all the glitz and the glamour in both cities. But it's a tale of two different places. The Knicks don't get good players to come there. Well, let me take that back. They don't get a good team. They get one or two good players, and like you said, don't put teams around to where the Lakers.
Yeah, but they're not getting the KDs. They're not getting the Kyries. They're not getting the.
But why?
You gotta understand. You gotta understand that one team is used to winning and has a legacy at winning and winning every fucking thing and making it happen some way, somehow. And one team has a legacy of dropping the ball.
Yeah, I
That's it.
understand
Simple
that.
as that.
I understand that,
It's
but
legacy. It's legacy.
I
It's
understand what you're
legacy.
saying. But my thing is like you look at other New York teams, the Yankees, the Rangers, even the Islanders. You know what I'm saying? They won.
You go back to
what?
management. You go back to management. You go back to how bad do you want to win or how much money do you want?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can account for this. I used to work at the Garden, so I know what it is and what it's not.
Okay.
They don't give a fuck if the Knicks win. The Garden gonna make money regardless of the situation. Regardless of if the Knicks ever played at the Garden again, guess what? The Garden gonna still make that same amount of fucking money. It don't matter. It don't matter who the number 1 draft pick is. It don't matter who this person is. It don't matter. Them seats is still gonna sell out, right? You still gonna buy a ticket to go see the Knicks, right? It don't matter if we lose every. It don't matter if the Knicks went 0-72 this year. I bet you every seat is still sold out.
Yeah, because it's the Garden.
Exactly. It's a name. It's that's all it is. It's the iconic. Is iconic C behind it or the
right.
Yeah, but because you speak on it because it happens all the time. Because I remember all the times that Kobe would go to the Garden and drop 55. Jordan would go to the Garden and drop 60. LeBron goes down to the Garden and gets a triple-double. I mean, he just did it the other day. Matter of fact, LeBron did it not too long ago, within the last week or so. He went down to the Garden and dropped a triple-double. Like, the seats are going to sell out because it's always opposing players who bring that mystique and magic with them. And like the Garden is like the stage. It's like the Apollo of basketball. You want to go in there and show your talent to the purest of forms on that platform because the Garden has that certain mystique that brings with it. And so when you perform on a crazy level at the Garden, that helps solidify that you one of them bad motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Not even that. When you bust New York Knicks ass, or you bust New York ass itself, you got to think New York is New York. So we have this ego, this chip on our shoulder. You ain't busting our ass. So when you come and bust somebody,
basketball,
you got to think New York is like you got New York, you got Chicago, you got Seattle. These are iconic spots that you know people play ball in. These is places that you know is known for people to be the greatest basketball players or grow up the greatest basketball players. So when you bust one of their asses, it's different. When you come to New York and you be able.
Yeah. No doubt. Yep.
The Mecca.
I want to come
the Mecca of basketball.
It's the Mecca. It's the Mecca of basketball, but at the same time, motherfuckers ain't shit. I don't even know how to even put it. I don't even know how to put it. Like
my man Kobe is not fucking with the Knicks, dog. He's like, yeah, they ain't shit. I don't get it there.
I'm gonna keep it on 100. You know what it is? It's like they always let you down. B.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that.
All right, you know what it was? Yo, I was the hugest Knicks fan. When I mean at the top of my Knicks fan element, it was Jeremy Lin era. I was like, yo, we got this Chinese kid. Yo, I was so hyped. I went and bought me a fucking Jeremy Lin jersey, a Jeremy Lin shirt, fucking everything. Jeremy Lin. Fucking thing
Linsanity.
Linsanity. You know what they fucking do? They trade him. Fucking trade him. Pisses me off. So after that, I was just like, whatever with the Knicks, man. You know, I think everybody that ever played with the Knicks is like D-rated. Like if you go to the NBA 2K ratings, everybody that played with the Knicks is probably like 50 to 60%. You know, it's no higher than 70. Nobody's over 70. Everybody's straight drop trash. That's it, straight drop trash.
Well, damn.
I have no faith in the Knicks ever. You know what I mean? I stopped watching basketball, man. I don't even watch basketball no more, man. I bet on the games though.
Oh
yeah. I'll bet on the game like over under some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'll bet against the Knicks. Like the other day, I was gonna bet on the Knicks. You know, these motherfuckers was up 10 in the fourth quarter. They was up 17. I said over 125. You know what I'm saying? 125. They go over 125. I say over. The game went over 125, but the Knicks still fucking lost, and they was up 17.
Wow.
Yo, you hurt by these joints, dog. Hey, these dudes are hurting your heart, bro. They hurting your feelings. I see why you are so angry with them right now, bro.
Just saying, man. Like you can't. The dopest thing about the Knicks is their hats and their jerseys, man. I hate their jerseys. Giants won it in Jersey. I don't watch Knicks. I don't watch football, bro. So you talk to the wrong guy. Yankees, if they won, they won. I don't know. Once I see some Spanish people running around with the Yankees hats on, then I know they won. I'm like, Yankees must have won. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, Papi. Hey, yo. The Yankees won. The Yankees. I'm like, all right. Yankees in the Bronx. You know, they don't even play that. Yankees come out to drill music now. That's how real it is in the Bronx. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with the Yankees. I'm not going to Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium got mad crackheads too. I just want to be honest to all y'all tourists. Y'all think y'all going to Yankee Stadium and see something nice. Y'all are not. Okay.
I mean, the outside look nice. The new one.
Oh
No,
I don't know how y'all see the outside. Y'all know it's surroundings around it. It's nothing but projects around that motherfucker.
Yeah, I drove past there a couple years ago. I was in the Bronx.
Ain't nobody stop you like, you got a dollar?
We was what was in the Bronx? 4 years ago. I was walking through the Bronx, bro. Hold on. I was walking through the Bronx.
Who walks through the Bronx? Nobody.
Man, I was walking through the Bronx a couple years ago, and I went to the Spanish people's barbecuing, bro. I wanted to go over there so bad and get some food.
Hell yeah, that shit was
good, bro.
Yo, listen. Anytime you see some Spanish people cooking anything in the Bronx, you know that shit authentic. She don't talk no English either.
Hey, man, had the music going.
You'd be like, no, mommy, I ain't. Like Spanish people be like, yo, mommy, can I get the chicken? Like, you want that? You want that? You want that? You want that? I'm like, I ain't asked for none of that shit, but go ahead, put it on the plate. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. How much? They be like, $10. I'm like, mommy, all of that for $10? Get iced tea.
No, there's like it's like a little park. It's like a little park. So I forgot. I think it's 256 somewhere, and we was like walking through. Matter of fact, I was walking to the George Washington Bridge. That's what it was. I was watching the George Washington Bridge.
Yo, you see what Anthony said to you, dog?
They say from Chicago, he ain't scared of nothing. I don't know if Chicago. I don't know if Chicago crackhead is like the New York crackhead, bro. I don't know.
He know you from Detroit, fool. He's just talking shit to you.
Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Fuck Anthony. Okay.
You stole it.
Nah, man. Hey, Kof, man. We appreciate you hopping on, like literally last
No
week.
problem, man. I love y'all guys, man. It's one of the best shows out here, man. One of the best fucking shows out here, man. Everybody make sure you hit that like button and tune the fuck in, man. This is what it is, man.
Always, man. Appreciate the love, man. And as always, hey, Kofi.
You already, man.
Nick, let them know where they can find you at, big dog.
I'm Nick today. All right, man. Y'all can find us on YouTube, Dirty Hills Podcast, man. IG Dirty Hills _132, or just hashtag Dirty Hills, or just Google Dirty Hills. We are official, man. We on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time.
And get their tees from Pro Wrestling Tees. Get the merch.
Oh yeah, get the merch.
Get that merch, man. You know, I got the Beavis and Butthead coming soon. I got a lot of shit coming soon. I got some Seth Rollins shit coming soon, man. Y'all go get that merch, man. We got a lot of stuff coming soon, man.
Always appreciate it, man. But hey, that's the deal. As always, episode in the books. I'm the Wildcat Mar. That's the big homie Detroit Mail. You see it scrolling on the bottom of the screen, all the social media handles. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that smash buttons, smash the subscription button, smash that bell notification buttons on the YouTube channel at I.O.W Sports Network. Same handle for the Instagram and the Facebook, and I.O.W Sports 1 on the Twitter. Hey, we about you. Come kick it with us again Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 220. Peace. Love y'all.
Peace.
Woo! Oh!